Hi. Um, I don't know how well this is gonna work. I have my phone with packing tape on my tripod because I apparently do not have a head for a phone, like to hold a phone on my tripod. I just have the normal screw head for a camera. To give a little backstory, I have an assignment for culture and arts, and creativity, I guess, or something like that. It's in Finnish, and I don't know how to translate the name of the course. For my school, and I have an assignment from there that is to talk about how art and different forms of art help or affect your mental well-being, or my mental well-being, not yours, because I don't know you and I only know so much about myself either. And I'm not a psych major or a certified psychologist. Ignore this. And I don't know anything about medical terms or whatever, like how you're supposed to call things. Nah. What? Come here. Come here. There's dog. Come here. Story time. There's Doggo again. So she's gonna be there for the whole video. Probably. I don't know. Let me just freaking adjust my fat butt here. So I have this bullet list that you obviously cannot see. It's got a lot of stuff on it about arts and how they relate to me and how I feel about different things. Dog is licking own butt. Stop. Stop. Hey. Stop. Una. I have been diagnosed with depression for over 5 years. And borderline personality disorder for 2 years-ish. I have tried to commit suicide 3 times. I have now been on medication, successfully making me feel better for about 5 or 6 years, I would say. Yeah, I got my first medication when I got my first depression diagnosis. And sure, that seems like a lot. Like, oh yeah, Ree, you have so many things going on. Oh, you're so unstable. Well, yeah, but also this, where I am right now, I have dog, whatever. I have come very far from where I was like a year and a half ago, where like I wouldn't get out of bed. I wouldn't shower for weeks. I would just sit there or lay there staring at the ceiling and crying because I felt so trapped in my own mind, and I wanted to like claw myself out of my own body and own everything. Like, I hated myself. I hated everything about myself. I still hate some things about myself, but I've come to like love so many things about myself. Like, I love myself. I have fun with myself, and I now have lived on my own for over 6 months. I have Doggo here. This one, this little butt face that I love very dearly. And yeah, sure, I'm not great at like doing adult things, and I have no degrees, and I have nothing yet. I'm trying though. But that isn't that the main thing, that you actually start trying. Yeah, I'm not great at living on my own, sure. Sure, I get anxiety from looking at the dishes piling up, and I have to call my mom to do my dishes because I have a panic attack from how many dishes I have. Sure. But have I missed paying bills? No. Have I neglected my dog because I felt depressed and wanted to stay in bed? No. I don't know. I've survived. I've gotten here. I do laundry. I go to school every day. Or, as best as I can. Sure, I leave my clothes everywhere and I don't remember to pick up my trash and whatever, but I have stopped smoking for over 3 weeks now. And that, like, I am making progress. I am surviving. I am moving on from my own problems. Yeah. So that's my story. And well, if I would tell you my whole story, it would be a freaking 7-hour video. And now I'm trying to keep it to 20 minutes. I'm gonna list some things and talk about some things that I think have helped me in my mental health, and that somewhat belong in the arts category. Here we go. Music. For 5 years now, I've been going to therapy, and my therapy is cognitive whatever. In my therapy, we talk, but it's mostly musical therapy. When we started out, I used to not want to talk to her at all. I would only sing or play the bass or play the drums, but eventually it became such a good, happy, healthy environment to me that I felt like I was free to talk about everything. And now when I go there, most of the time I don't have time anymore to sing because I'm just babbling about. And because it's only once a week, I have so many things I want to tell her and so many things I don't get to tell anyone else. And when I do get to sing, I will be out of breath because I'm like putting my whole soul and body into it. And I mean, obviously I'm out of breath like all the time, but so yeah, I sing mostly sad songs and songs that make me feel things. And like, I know my capabilities with singing, so I try to choose songs that I can do and make me feel good when I sing them. But sometimes I can't do that. And sometimes I just gotta sing songs that let you let things out. And that's like my biggest thing. I get to let things out by singing. And even though that may sound like I'm just screaming or doing like screamo and rock and whatever, I'm mostly singing like pop and lullabies or classic music, classical. Like, I have some symphonic metal in there, but mostly it's very calm and poppy. Not Poppy the YouTuber. She's creepy. I like to listen to metal, glam rock, hair metal, or whatever. I had an awkward and cringy to remember Tokyo Hotel phase. No, thank you. But now I'm a certified metalhead, which no, I'm not, because there's a lot of metal that I do not like. I'm very picky with my music. And I do not like growling, and I don't like screaming. I like low male voices that like have like a low growl to them, and they sing about meaningful things and things that you can like relate to, even though if they're like really uncommon things, like you can still like kind of put yourself in that situation and feel around what the person as the character is feeling. I think I got a lot happier when I started to take my phone or a speaker with me to the shower and just have a concert and a dancing show by myself in the shower, just listening to whatever makes me feel freaking great and just letting everything out, just like letting the freaking okay, and like being yourself and letting everything come out, and even crying if you feel like it. That's a great thing, and it's very hard to do if you don't find it comfortable and you don't find that type of music that makes you want to do that. Just a way to escape your own problems, which, well, maybe not. Maybe just kind of seek a different way to cope with them and trying to relate to other people who have problems, and yeah. I mean, most of these things are going to be me using things to kind of escape my perspective and like live in someone else's perspective, because that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be me. I wanted to be someone skinny and pretty and famous and rich and healthy and successful and not a failure. It comes from yourself, like you. But when you find those things that make you want to be yourself and you just let yourself sing in the shower as much as you want, then you're on the right track. Writing is another way to let things out, I'd say. Dog looks headless. But because you can write things that maybe you feel like doing, but you don't want to do them actually. You don't want to really do them, but you can write them. And you can examine what it would be like to make those things happen in the real world. It's always been a very good, helpful way to examine my emotions and to analyze them in the way that, why am I feeling like this? What would happen if I did something about it? In my worst times, I did write short stories about people killing themselves because that's what I wanted to do, but I was sure I didn't want to do it. for real. But I wanted to play with that possibility that I would do that, which do not do that. There's a lot of better ways, just like writing it out. Eventually, it went from examining my emotions to trying to see if I could pretend to be someone else and write as someone, write as Captain America, write as Iron Man, write as Spider-Man, write as my dog, write as my mom. Just see things from other people's perspectives. And that's also been very helpful and eye-opening, just because you can still realize things that you haven't realized in your own head. Like, you start thinking about things in different ways, and you'll want to pay more attention to some things than other things, and things that you've never even realized that you should be paying attention to. And it helps you grow. And anyone can write. You can write on a computer, you can write on paper, you can write in sand. You can make so many different things happen in writing. You can make bad things happen. You can make good things happen. You can make love happen. You can make hatred happen. You can make amazing magical things happen. You can make fantasy, sci-fi things happen. You can make dystopian stories. You can make utopian stories. There's so many options and so many possibilities. Like, it makes you realize how many possibilities there are. Like, you or me, I am made of unlimited possibility. So that's how writing has helped me. And I still write, even though I don't have a lot of time to write. But I do write with my friends on Discord. So, this video has been pretty long by now, and you're probably like not even watching anymore, because who watches like 20-minute vlog? If you have watched until this point, I'm not going to ask you to share and like and subscribe and whatever, because I might never even make another video, because this is a school assignment. So, but also look how freaking unblended my contour is. Isn't that sexy? It is. But I hope that you, if you've watched this far, that you have found some things that you could help your own mental health with. I hope that you too can find some things that let you become a better version of yourself, and you can be in a good place, like me, where I'm in a good place right now. Let's see if I can. Can you get your face out of the pillow? Hello? Oh no. She just said, hey. Hey. Come on. There we go. So, me and Luna. Also, this is water. Like, I'm just thirsty. I feel like a meme mom.